I'm back here next morning again. I'm not going to do any talking here today. I'm not going to really film much of the same kind of crap, just cleaning and welding. So all this is kind of spread out too much on each side, so I need to bring, you see this gap here, there's a small gap there. I have a big gap there. This is supposed to overlap that a small bit. So the whole frame has to come in a small bit, and that would fix the gap here between the bumper and thing. That's where that's gone wrong. I have another issue with this wasn't fitting right. So I'm going to do, when I take everything off here, I'm going to bolt this in first. I'm going to bolt it in the middle of the spacing and just get that set. And I'm going to weld this in. It'll be one of my first jobs I'm going to do, is weld across here, get it stitched in where I'm going to keep it. And then I'm going to work off these sides to bring them in to meet it, because this is my width I need for everything to line up. So I know that width. So that'll hopefully fix all that. When I get these in here in the right place, it'll kind of help fix everything down here. The first job I'm going to do now is I'm just going to tie the van down, put a block in here and just give this a little pull with the winch, just to see can I pop this out a bit. If not, I'll have to take it out and straighten it. I'm hoping it'll just close these gaps up a small bit. What I was thinking about doing is, these brackets seem a bit further forward than they should be. I was half thinking about cutting down here and sliding this bit back, because the two of them are identical. They're angled off like that, and like that's where the chassis rail ends there, and you have all this gap here, and this one doesn't have it. Well, it does, but not as much, half of the amount. So I don't know what the idea was that, or they're all like that. But the two are identical each side, so I know it's not bent from a crash or anything. And that'll bring this back here a small bit. So that means everything will line up a bit better. I think I am going to do that. There's not much work, and it'll solve a lot of problems. So that's the end of me talking here. I'm just going to try and put on little time lapses of everything I do over the day, and if I need to say anything, I will. Alright. That did not go to plan. I made the mistake, I didn't clamp this in here. I couldn't really see it from when I was pulling up what it was looking like. But I'm just going to tap this out with a hammer now. Try and get it fairly right, and then I might just drill holes through here when I'm welding and just tack that back on again. It's no real big deal. Jesus, fuck all holding in the first place. Alright, time lapse time again. know I said I wasn't going to do a lot of talking, but I just need to say what I'm doing here. This popped off. What I'm going to do is, you can see this one here. For this to get back far enough, this is bending this tab back, and it's at the very end, like that's not even tight. And you can see how much, I don't know if you see that, how much this has to go back a bit. But as I said, these are twisted that way a bit, so I'm going to cut down here, slide it in, and I'm going to get this level with that one. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill these spots. There's a bit extra work that people don't have to do. I'm just doing it because everything just feels out of shape small bit, and this is just going to straighten everything up. Then I'm going to bolt these on the way that's bolted on, and then where the holes are drilled I'm just going to spot them back in again, and then that'll be all perfect level, and there'll be no stress on anything, because if I put this back together the way it is, I'm going to be pushing all the panels in together and putting lots of stress and stuff. So I'm just going to take that extra step and do that. It's going to take me probably about 2 hours longer, but I'm hoping it'll help me in the end. This is taking ages here now. I keep getting distracted with other stuff. So I'm just going to pop them off, and when I get the whole face off, I'm just going to cut that and get it sorted. So I won't be cutting this side. It's only the top, the bottom, and up this side, and then I just slide it in. I know it won't be that easy, but we'll pretend. Right. Alright, I have this in here. I've just stitched in. Should be easy enough to weld. That's all fitting in there nice. The other side where the bonnet was high, I have a mistake made here. I was going off these holes and I lined these up flush. When I came in this morning, I was looking at this. This is a tiny bit higher than this one. So either this is wrong or that was wrong. And these weren't in the right place. I'll have to drop this down to that. That'll drop this down, and it'll get rid of that. See, there's a gap there, that much. And that'll get rid of my bonnet gap. My bonnet was way higher than the wing last night. I thought it was something to do with that, but it's that. So that'll bring that down. Then it'll bring that down a bit. I'm still going to cut these off, bring them in. That bit just to it's just not right. There's something wrong there. That's where I am there now. I just have that on ready for welding. Right, as you can see there, I kind of made this kind of shit up as I went along. What that's done now is that has brought that back in the side. This has come up a small bit higher, I think. Feck all, half an inch, 10 mil, but it's brought it back in a bit nearer that. So there's a couple of changes that are done there now, so I want to just check that to see how it sits. Like that's flush now the way it came off the van compared to that one. You can see how warped it is, and that's the way it's meant to be. So I've never noticed that before. What am I doing here? I'm just gonna put that front back on, just see if it make any small difference. See where I can put this camera. Next morning here now, it's Sunday, I don't know, 14th, I don't know what the date is of March. Anyone who's done this, anyone watching these videos has done this kind of face conversion, would you mind commenting below, did you do any changes to the chassis rails? Or did you just bolt everything straight on? And when you did bolt everything straight on, did you have to bend stuff to fit? Because I'll show in a minute exactly what I'm on about. But everything's fitting up nice here, except this whole face has to move over that way, just to close up that gap, that gap, that gap, and get it away from that. What I done here yesterday, as you can see, I brought this back half an inch, and I brought this one back half an inch. And if I didn't bring that back half an inch, when the bumper wrapped around, it was not fitting into here. There's a little tab on the bumper. I just wondered if anyone that done this conversion, did you have trouble fitting the panels up? Because there was no way I would be able to fit that bumper on there and have a proper panel gap here with everything, because the chassis legs were just too long. Ours is just unique. This is a 06. It's one of the last Mark 6 transits that were produced, I suppose. Is there a difference with the older ones? Because I don't ever remember that chassis leg being out here that bit further. And yeah, just anyone who's seen that, just let me know in the comments, because I don't know how people would have done it without forcing or braking stuff. The other thing I made a mistake on here is this one. This one is perfect, I think. Oh no, it has to go over that way a small bit more to bring up that gap. This one, I don't know why I have it way lower than that one, so I want to bring that up and over so I can just shimmy this thing all over a bit. And I made a mistake here, is I loosened this a couple of days ago, and this is moving, so it's putting my gaps out all the time. But the only issue I have here is moving that over. And the reason I'm going this extra step on it, I just want to see, can I get everything bolted on where there's no pressure or nothing has to be bent into place. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. I'm just in the middle of stripping this, and I just remembered I've done a couple of shout outs to people the last day, and I forgot someone up in Newry. So I'd just like to say big thanks for watching the videos, and hello to May Murphy. Thanks for watching the videos and all the support. Thank you. Okay, I've cut them off and moved them over a bit and welded them. I've risen that up a small bit, and it's all lined up alright. This is a bit low here, but I'll be able to bring that up. But this panel gap here is just, I just bolted everything, and everything is sorted now. That light isn't bolted in at all, so that light is going to go over a small bit more. But I'm happy with this side, so I'm going to weld that in. I am back at it again. Paddy's Day, everything's closed because of the coronavirus spread. I've just spent the last few days, I was welding here Saturday, getting everything done. It's all in the videos anyway, so you'll probably have just seen it. Sunday, I spent a while, it's taking a lot of time. I keep putting things back on and taking off. So I have the aprons just tacked in here, and I'm just trying to set my gaps. So these are fairly good now. So when I do weld it in now, I'll be able to tweak everything, but them lights and everything now, that's perfect. Like that'll be up there, that I can tweak everything around a small bit. This side is just tacked in as well. I've just tacked this in, so I'm going to come back now and fit everything up here. This bracket was too high constantly. It's because I had that up there, that's why. So it's going to have to be lowered again now again. But I just have to keep at it to get it right before I weld it in. There's loads of adjustment on this. I want to get this as close as I can, so I'm not stressing anything else. And that's me done here with the welding. I didn't record any of it, I just want to get it done quick. I've just welded everything and seam sealed it. It's a brushable seam sealer. It's a bit messier looking, but it's good for brushing into any little pinholes in the welds and stuff, just to keep it from rusting. But yeah, that's that done there now, and everything fits on. This was high this side. It wasn't sitting on right. I don't know if I have it in any of the videos. It wasn't touching the window properly. Now that's it sitting there. It's right against the window. I can't. It's sitting perfect. Same with that one. So next thing I'll do now is I'll just put all the face on, and tomorrow I'll start on them sills. Alright, please like and subscribe. It's going to be the end of this video, I'd say. I'm just going to edit whatever's here and get it up, and then we'll start the sills on one video.